Yeah, this offseason, I was in Jacksonville, my hometown, pretty much the entire offseason. I was working out at a facility with a couple other big league guys and some minor league guys, but really just spent the whole offseason getting stronger, working on some new pitches, and kind of getting my feet wet with the organization.
What new pitches were you working on?
Really just working on change up and slider. Got some new grips whenever I got drafted, and so just kind of refining those and making sure they were game ready before the season started.
Now, were those an Orioles thing that they wanted to work on, or was that a you thing where you thought you could tweak some stuff and make some improvements?
Yeah, it was kind of both. I mean, I obviously wanted more pitches and better pitches, and the Orioles thought the same way. And so they were super helpful in getting me the right grips, getting me the right tools, and the right information to make sure I could develop, a big league pitch. So it's been going well.
Yeah. Now, rewinding a little bit, second round pick last year. The Orioles aren't really known to draft pitchers that high. Were you surprised that it was the Orioles? What did that process kind of look like?
Yeah, I was a little surprised that it was the Orioles. I didn't talk to them too much pre-draft. I don't think it was because of a lack of interest. It just didn't really work out that way. But, once I got the call, I was obviously super excited, ready to get to work. And, yeah, it is definitely a little weird being one of the only pitchers the Orioles have drafted.
Yeah, what is that mentality like for you, knowing that, the Orioles spent a second round pick on you and they're normally looking, college hitter, college hitter, college hitter, and then you're here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of reassuring, I guess, just to know that, they think pretty highly of me and knowing, they have the right idea, well, I guess kind of the right motives for me, for my career, and hopefully that's to put me in the big leagues as soon as possible. And so I'm, really happy to be in the organization.
Yeah, and we usually talk to like hitters at this level after they get drafted and kind of say, what are the philosophies that you've kind of learned so far? We don't get the chance to talk to too many, highly drafted pitchers at this level. So what are some things that you've learned in your short time in the organization so far that, the Orioles are trying to develop early with pitchers here?
Yeah, definitely some of the key points are, throw strikes, throw your best stuff, your nastiest pitches in the zone. Obviously try and get ahead of hitters, strike guys out a bunch, limit the walks, limit the stolen bases, and really just kind of become a complete pitcher. And so I think that's their main development goals is really just, developing guys from the start to become big league ready at a very, very young age.
And obviously this is going to be your first professional season. How are you gearing up and ramping up to throw that many innings and have that many games?
Yeah, we started that in spring training, just making sure my pitch count was built up the right way. This is definitely the most careful I've ever been building up. Definitely the difference between collegiate baseball and professional baseball, and kind of learning how my body works and how I recover and the certain things I need to do to make sure I'm ready to go 6 days later.
Yeah, and you've been putting up great numbers so far. What's been working well?
Well, what I've been working on recently is mechanics and making sure, staying in my legs a lot and obviously trying to get ahead of hitters. So throwing strike one has been a big emphasis recently and trying to limit the free passes a little bit. So limit the walks, limit the hit by pitches, and just let my best stuff work in the zone.